Datta, Sri Guru Datta, Jai Guru 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 Datta, Sri Guru Datta.
Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatyai Namaha, Shri Padavallabha Narasimha Saraswati, Shri Guru Dattatreya Namaha, Shri Ganapati Satchidananda Sadgurubhyo Namo Namaha, Harihi Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Hanumate Namaha. Jai Guru Datta and welcome to Datta Arpanam with your host Rishi Nirvan Barup
and Ravita Singh. Jai Guru Datta, Swagatam, and thank you for tuning in to Datta Arpanam, a showcase of the life, music and teachings of His Holiness Paramapujya Dr. Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Datta Ji of Avadhuta Dattapitam in Mysuru. Today's program begins with the offering of pranams, gratitude, and this invocation prayer at the sacred feet of beloved Sadgurudeva, Pujya Shri Datta Ji or Datta Appa Ji, as this program, possible only through His divine grace, is offered to him. Please join his second in command, Pujya Shri 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 Datta Vijayananda Tirtha Swamiji now in worship.
Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatyai Namaha, Shri Padavallabha Narasimha Saraswati, Shri Guru Dattatreya Namaha, Shri Ganapati Satchidananda Sadgurubhyo Namaha. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gururdevo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Bhuyuta Shri Hari Chinnhitabhyam Agastya Rekhadi Bhiranchitabhyam Nigodha Bijakshara Mudritabhyam Namo Namas Sadguru Padukabhyam. Ganapati Gurumekam Satchidanandarupam Vibhudharivaha Sevyam Yogamargadhirudham Sharanamupagatanam Sanghadrivajram Mama Hridaya Nivasam Bhaktinamro Namami, Bhaktinamro Namami.
Once again everyone, Swagatam, and thank you for tuning in to this morning's episode of Datta Arpanam. Today's program is being brought to you through the kind courtesy of Ramlal Educational Institute of number 12 Exchange Lots Couva, Bellini's Drug Mart Limited of 58 to 60 Sutton Street, San Fernando, Debe Supermart Limited of 182 SS Erin Road, Debe, and Koke Supermart Limited of 14 Naparima Mayaro Road, San Fernando.
On last week's episode of Datta Arpanam, you heard that for the role he played in establishing peace between Vasudhanu and Tondaman, Lord Srinivasa was compensated with 32 villages before he returned to Sheshachalam. As Kali Yuga progressed, seeing the lack of values and the lack of righteousness in mankind, Lord Srinivasa decided to stay at Sheshachalam in the form of a black salagrama. But before assuming this form, he started doing penance to goddess Lakshmi.
Lakshmi Devi had, following the Lord's wedding to Padmavati, left Karavirapuram. She was doing her own penance in Patala at the home of another incarnation of Mahavishnu, Kapila Muni. She confessed to the Maharishi that even though she knew that the Lord belonged to everyone and not just her, she had gotten angry at him when he married Padmavati Devi.
Kapila Muni reminded the Divine Mother that if the Lord is calling her through his penance, then there must be a reason, as he never does anything without a purpose. The sage convinced Goddess Lakshmi to go to Lord Srinivasa and to never again be separated from him.
Prior to his marriage to Padmavati Devi, when the Lord wanted to get a message to Goddess Lakshmi, he had sent the sun to deliver that message. But this time around, instead of sending a messenger, the Lord was performing penance on the banks of a Padma lake. Lakshmi Devi took the advice of Kapila Muni and left Patala. She appeared in the Padma lake on a lotus which had been consecrated by the Lord. This delighted all the celestials.
And listeners, this shows us the power of penance. The Lord performed penance and Lakshmi Devi arrived where he was. Pujya Dattaji makes it so easy for us. He says again and again that we only have to speak to his picture and he hears us. And these are not just words. His speech is never just words. Many devotees can vouch for the fact that they have seen results by speaking to his picture. But here, in the story of Srinivasa Kalyanam, we are also being taught that to accomplish a goal, including the goal of self-realization or moksha, or recognizing the oneness between ourselves and the Supreme Divinity, in order to accomplish any goal, we must put in the effort.
And one of the most effective ways to work towards liberation in Kali Yuga is by engaging in Divya Nama Sankirtanam.
For sure. Srimad Bhagavatam teaches us this. So everyone, please open the Bhajanmala app or visit the website www.bhajanmala.com, enter Bhajan ID number 3 and join in worshipping the remover of obstacles, Lord Ganapati.
There's so much Vedanta within this bhajan which describes some of the physical attributes of Lord Ganapati or Lord Ganesha.
Most of us are familiar with the elephant-faced form of Lord Ganapati.
That face bears small eyes, teaching people to shut their eyes to evil,
while the trunk upon the Lord's mouth reminds us to put a check on all evil talk.
And the Lord's large fan-like ears teach us to fan away any talk that is not productive or fan away any worthless talk.
Actually, this is exactly what is taught in the benedictory verse from Ganapati Upanishad, which begins with Bhadram Karnebhish Shrunuyama Devaha. May we hear with our ears what is auspicious and good. Listeners, just like everything that Lord Ganesha does is done with the objective of saving the world and securing its welfare and prosperity, so too the words and actions of Ganapati Dattaji are aimed at uplifting mankind. Please join in singing these meaningful words, put together and set to melody by that Shishya of Lord Ganapati, Paramapujya Sri Ganapati Satchidananda Datta Ji. Once again, the bhajan ID number is 3.
గణపతి దేవుడు మాకు కదలక ఎదలో కలరండి. గణపతి దేవుడు మాకు కదలక ఎదలో కలడండి. అతడే ఓం కృతి నిజమండి, వంకర తుండము చూడండి. అతడే ఓం కృతి నిజమండి, వంకర తుండము చూడండి. జింకృతి కాదది వినరండి, ఎదలో మృగెడు ప్రవమండి. జీకృతి కాదది వినరండి, ఎదలో మృగెడు ప్రవమండి. గణపతి దేవుడు మాకు కదలక ఎదలో కలరండి. ఆనంద ప్రదుడతడండి, మోదకమున్నది చూడండి. ఆనంద ప్రదుడతడండి, మోదకమున్నది చూడండి. లడ్డూ కాదది నమ్మండి, కేవల సంవి సుఖమండి. లడ్డూ కాదది నమ్మండి, కేవల సంవి సుఖమండి. గణపతి దేవుడు మాకు కదలక ఎదలు కలడండి. చేటల చెవులవి ఏలండి, విఘ్నపు తెరలను విదలించు. ప్రేమతో భక్తుల కథల్ వినును, విపులాశ్రవుడై వెలుగొందు. ప్రేమతో భక్తుల కథల్ వినును, విపులాశ్రవుడై వెలుగొందు. గణపతి దేవుడు మాకు కదలక ఎదలో కలడండి. గణపతి దేవుడు మాకు కదలక ఎదలో కలడండి. ఆదిమ పూజుండితడండి, అగ్నిగాతని రూపమండి. ఆదిమ పూజుండితడండి, అగ్నిగాతని రూపమండి. సర్వగణేశ్వరుడితడండి, సర్వాంతర్గం ఇతడండి. సర్వగణేశ్వరుడితడండి, సర్వాంతర్గతుడితడండి. గణపతి దేవుడు మాకు కదలక ఎదలో కలడండి. గణపతి దేవుడు వెలుపలగా, తనువులు మూటికి ఆవలగా. నిద్రలు మూటికి వెలుపలగా, తనువులు మూటికి ఆవలగా. సచ్చిదానందుడండి గణపతి దేవుడు మాకు కదలక ఎదలో కలడండి గణపతి దేవుడు మాకు కదలక ఎదలో కలడండి గణపతి దేవుడు మాకు కదలక ఎదలో కలడండి కదలక ఎదలో కలడండి కదలక ఎదలో కలడండి.
A beautiful bhajan with which to launch the month of March here on Datta Arpanam. Thank you for tuning in to today's offering, which is coming to you on 103.1 FM through the grace of the composer and singer of that bhajan, Parama Pujya Sri Ganapati Satchidananda Datta Ji, and thanks to the sponsorship by Ramlal Educational Institute, Debe Supermart Limited, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, and Kokie Supermart Limited. As we prepare for today's contemplation, please join in worshipping Naranarayana Maharishis, Goddess Saraswati, and Sage Vyasa.
Narayanam namaskritya naran chaiva narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayeta. You heard on today's recap that the celestials rejoiced when Lakshmi Devi answered Lord Srinivasa's call and returned to the Lord. Bhrigu Maharishi, who, when he visited Vaikunta, had kicked the Lord's chest where Lakshmi Devi resided, now prayed to that Supreme Mother to pardon his mistake.
But divinity, in male aspect or female aspect, is filled with compassion and forgiveness. But to be a recipient of such forgiveness, we must drop our ego and truly seek pardon. So when Bhrigu Maharishi did just that, Lakshmi Devi immediately excused him and said that it was all part of the Lord's Leela or his divine play.
There was no real, and real being the key word here, there was no real reason behind Bhrigu Maharishi hitting Lord Narayana in the chest, or in Lakshmi Devi feeling insulted and going down to earth, or in Lord Narayana or Lord Srinivasa leaving Vaikunta in pursuit of her. All of this was created by Lord Narayana.
The Lord tests everyone, but he also tests himself. He punishes others, but, and this is quite interesting and also moving, when the Lord punishes others, he verifies whether or not that punishment caused any pain by giving himself that same punishment.
Lakshmi Devi once again reached the left side of Lord Sri Hari. This made the celestials so happy.
Gods and great sages can foresee upcoming dangers and events, but they do not tell anyone. If they do, they may be asked to stop the hazard, which then interferes with the script the Lord has written as to what must happen and when. Had Lord Narayana or Lord Vishnu even hinted to Lakshmi Devi that Bhrigu Maharishi was going to come to Vaikunta, and that when the Lord continued to meditate instead of greeting the sage would kick him in the chest right over the spot where Lakshmi Devi resides, Lakshmi Devi would have either kept quiet, unaffected by the Maharishi's actions, or she might have fought with the Lord. This is why Lord Srinivasa kept his plan to himself. Had Lakshmi Devi not reacted the way she did to Bhrigu Maharishi's insult, that divine couple would not have descended to earth at that time.
The Lord now told Lakshmi Devi about the loan he had taken from Kuber and asked for her advice on how he should repay that loan. And listeners, notice how the Lord has not forgotten his debt. So too, we should never forget our debts, and we should always try to repay them.
As human beings, apart from debts we may accrue from borrowings, etc., there are 5 debts which we all have and which we should all repay. They are debts to God and the Devatas who have blessed us with this existence, the debts to our parents and ancestors, our debt to sages, our debt to fellow human beings, and our debt to nature. We should do right by them all. Worship God, serve our parents and Guru, be kind to others, plant trees, conserve and recycle. These are all simple ways in which we can repay our 5 debts.
Goddess Lakshmi could have repaid Kuber immediately, but Lord Srinivasa's intention was to remain on the hill and protect people from the effects of Kali in Kali Yuga.
I want to educate people on righteousness and devotion, said the Lord. Because of that, I intend to stay here. In Kali Yuga, people are not clean-hearted. They pray only for the sake of fulfilling their wishes. Filled with selfishness, once their wish is fulfilled, they forget God. They pray for wealth, health, power, and peace, but they forget devotion. I will see to it that people get rid of their difficulties, continued the Lord. I want to remain here to protect them from the difficulties associated with Kali.
And listeners, just before we move forward, Lord Srinivasa came down to earth early on in Kali Yuga. He was the same Lord who was here as Krishna in Dwapara Yuga. King Parikshit, the grandson of Arjuna, was the last king of Dwapara Yuga. He had taken over from his Pandava ancestors, but after Sri Krishna and the Pandava brothers left the earth, Kali Purusha began tormenting earth. King Parikshit decided to bring an end to Kali, or to fight Kali and win over Kali. But before the king could put an end to Kali Purusha, Kali surrendered and begged for a place to live.
King Parikshit granted Kali 4 places of residence. They were places where there is gambling, places where alcohol is consumed, places where there is prostitution, and places where animals are slaughtered. When Kali then asked the king for 1 more place to live, the king granted him permission to live in gold. Pujya Dattaji has said that if we want to progress spiritually, we must stay away from those places where Kali resides. Just to repeat them, they are places where gambling occurs, where alcohol is consumed, where there is violence, where there is prostitution, and in gold.
Listeners, do not ever take these words lightly. We complain about the effects of Kali, but if we do not take steps to stay clear of Kali, then of course we are going to come face to face with his effects. So heed what Pujya Dattaji says, heed what Srimad Bhagavatam says, heed what our scriptures say.
And one of the things which Pujya Dattaji says, one of the things which Srimad Bhagavatam says, one of the things which our scriptures say is, as you heard earlier, Divya Nama Sankirtana is the surest way to liberation or moksha in this age of Kali. Does this mean you drink alcohol, live a promiscuous life, eat meat or kill animals, but then sit and sing and expect to be liberated? No, there are consequences to all our actions. But perhaps what the Divya Nama Sankirtana does do is divert our minds to sattvic thoughts and a sattvic way of living instead of indulging in alcohol, gambling, promiscuity, etc.
So everyone, never waste an opportunity to engage in Divya Nama Sankirtanam. In fact, let us engage in this uplifting practice right now. Tomorrow is Lakshmi Jayanti, the celebration of the incarnation of Goddess Lakshmi. So let us all direct our thoughts to Goddess Lakshmi now as we join in Divya Nama Sankirtanam once again. Please open the Bhajanmala app or website to Bhajan ID number 2155 and join in worshipping this Divine Mother who brought Lord Srinivasa to earth at the start of Kali Yuga. For just this single act we owe her so much, far more if we consider all that she does for us on any given day.
हिरण्यवर्ण हे हरिणी प्रसादुदीर्णे हरितरुणी हिरण्यवर्ण हे हरिणी प्रसादुदीर्णे हरितरुणी 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 प्रसादुदीर्णे हरितरुणी हरितरुणी क्षीरमगोदधि प्रियतनये क्षीरमगोदधि प्रियतनये चंद्र सहोदरि द्रुत विनये चंद्र सहोदरि द्रुत विनये जृंभित तेजो परवलये परवलये जृंभित तेजो परवलये संवृत संपचय निलये निलये संवृत संपचय निलये निलये प्रसादुदीर्ण हरितरुणी हस्तग्रांचित धनधारे सत्वस्ते सुगुणाधारे सत्वस्ते सुगुणाधारे श्रीहरि सम्मोहन शूरे शूरे तद्भक्तार्पित शुभसारे तद्भक्तार्पित शुभसारे प्रसादुदीर्ण हरितरुणी गजतुंडो द्रुत कनक घटा गजतुंडो द्रुत कल्पित दुग्धासेचन के कल्पित दुग्धासेचन कनक कुशेषय सुममाला कनक कुशेषय सुममाला कनक कुशेषय परिमल भरित ग्रैवेगे परिमल भरित ग्रैवेगे परिमल भरित ग्रैवेगे प्रसादुदीर्ण हरितरुणी सम्पद्वर्षायित लीला सञ्चाराद्रुत नतवर्गे संविन्निलये स्थिरनिलये स्थिरनिलये कृतकरिमत्र स्थलदुर्गे कृतकरिमत्र स्थलदुर्गे रसादुदीर्णे हरितरुणी प्रसरति करुणा तेयस्मिन् प्रसरति करुणा तेयस्मिन् नैवाशुभमति कृतस्मिन् नैवाशुभमति कृतस्मिन् विकसति चास्मिन् स्थिरलीला स्थिरलीला सच्चिदानन्द स्फुटकेला स्फुटकेला सच्चिदानन्द स्फुटकेला रसादुदीर्णे हरितरुणी रसादुदीर्णे हरितरुणी हरितरुणी
A beautiful bhajan set to the powerful and beautiful Dharmavati ragam. That ragam to which that bhajan was set is a ragam which helps skin, eye, and sinus problems to settle when listened to regularly. Pujya Datta ji, who is world-renowned for the healing potential of his music, has said that we should try to sleep while listening to Dharmavati healing ragam. You were just listening to Pujya Datta ji here on Datta Arpanam. Thank you for tuning in to this morning's Hour of Devotion, which is coming to you on 103.1 FM through the grace of Pujya Sri Datta ji, and thanks to the sponsorship by Ramlal Educational Institute, Debe Supermart Limited, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, and Kokie Supermart Limited.
Before that bhajan, you heard that when Lord Srinivasa and Goddess Lakshmi were reunited, they discussed repaying the loan which Kuber had granted to the Lord on the occasion of his wedding to Padmavati Devi. While Lakshmi Devi, the goddess of wealth, could have repaid the loan immediately and they could have returned to Vaikuntha, Lord Srinivasa told her that he wanted to stay on earth and lead people to a righteous path. The compassionate Lord wanted to stay on earth to protect mankind from the difficulties associated with Kali Yuga.
Lakshmi Devi commended the Lord's plans, but she still wanted to know what he planned to do with regards to settling his loan.
To this, Lord Srinivasa replied, saying that to the people of Kali Yuga, only money is important. They stoop down to any extent, even if it means killing their own people, said the Lord, and they do it all for the sake of money.
The Lord explained to Goddess Lakshmi that in times of utmost difficulty, people pray and they promise money and gold. I will collect on these promises, said the Lord. Through these difficulties, people will come close to me. I give difficulties, but I also help them to overcome their difficulties.
I give difficulties, but I also help them overcome their difficulties. Listeners, remember these words of Lord Srinivasa always. No matter what life may throw at you, know that the Lord is stronger than any obstacle, smarter than any problem, and faster than any danger. But if caught up in feelings of, I cannot do this, or my money is gone, or I lost what is rightfully mine, if we get caught up in the ego, in thoughts of I, my, and mine, then how will we ever make room for the Lord's help?
For the parents listening today, imagine you see your child trying to do something and, being familiar with what needs to be done, you try to show them the right way. But feeling that they are wiser than you are, the child ignores your help, saying, I know what I am doing. As you listen to them say that and see them reject your help, you just know that whatever it is not going to work out well. Well, similarly, that universal Father and Mother, that Supreme Divinity, tries always to help us navigate our problems. But if we are too caught up in our own ego, we will never recognize that help.
And never feel your problem is too big for God, or that you are too small for God to listen. Look at Prahlada. He was one devotee, one. And for that one devotee, the Lord took on a ferocious form, outsmarted the egoistic Hiranyakashipu, and underwent immense pain to save that one devotee.
Listeners, was it not the Lord who made Prahlada be born into that demon lineage? Of course it was. Well, that and Prahlada's karma for being sympathetic to demons in his previous lifetime. But it was also the Lord who saved that demon child who had implicit faith in him. We must remember these stories and remember what they teach us, because when we do, not only do we become better devotees, but we also become more resilient human beings. All by the grace of God, by the grace of Guru.
Having recalled the lengths to which the Lord will go for the sake of even one devotee, let us join now in worshipping Lord Mahavishnu as Narasimha-avatara. Please open the Bhajanmala app to Bhajan ID number 2179 and join in singing this beautiful offering.
Narasimha-deva Mamukavarawa Ni abhayahastana cheyuta niva
Narasimha-deva Mamukavarawa Ni abhayahastana cheyuta niva Narasimha-deva Mamukavarawa Ni abhayahastana cheyuta niva Narasimha-deva Mamukavarawa Ni abhayahastana cheyuta niva పదునాలుగు లోకాల నువ్వులేని నెలవేది పదునాలుగు లోకాల నువ్వులేని నెలవేది
పదునాలుగు లోకాల నువ్వులేని నెలవేది
పదునాలుగు లోకాల నువ్వులేని నెలవేది
నీ దయను మించిన ఘనమైన సిరి ఏది
నీ దయను మించిన ఘనమైన సిరి ఏది
నీ దయను మించిన ఘనమైన సిరి ఏది
నీ దయను మించిన ఘనమైన
సిరి ఏది నవనారసింహ నవనీత హృదయ
నవనారసింహ నవనీత హృదయ
నవనారసింహ నవనీత హృదయ
నవనారసింహ నవనీత హృదయ
నిజ భక్తులకు నిత్య నిత్య సౌమ్య స్వరూప
నిజ భక్తులకు నిత్య సౌమ్య స్వరూప
నిజ భక్తులకు నిత్య సౌమ్య స్వరూప
నిజ భక్తులకు నిత్య సౌమ్య స్వరూప నరసింహదేవ మము కావరావ నీ అభయహస్తాన చేయూతనీవ నరసింహదేవ మము కావరావ నీ అభయహస్తాన చేయూతనీవ
నీ కరుణ వెల్లువై ప్రహ్లాదు కాపాడ
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 రాతి స్తంభమునను కానవచ్చువే
రాతి స్తంభమునను కానవచ్చావే
రాతి స్తంభమునను కానవచ్చావే
రాతి స్తంభమునను కానవచ్చావే
ఘోర రూపము దాల్చి క్రూర రాక్షసు కూర్చి
ఘోర రూపము దాచి క్రూర రాక్షసు కూల్చి
ఘోర రూపము దాల్చి క్రూర రాక్షసు కూల్చి
ఘోర రూపము దాచి క్రూర రాక్షసు కూల్చి
విశ్వమును శాంతినే విహరింప చేశావే
విశ్వమున శాంతినే విహరింపచేశావే
విశ్వమున శాంతినే విహరింపజేశావే
విశ్వమున శాంతినే విహరింపచేశావే నరసింహదేవ మము కావరావ నీ అభయహస్తాన చేయూతనీవ నరసింహదేవ మము కావరావ నీ అభయహస్తాన చేయూతనీవ
ఆరు దొంగలు మమ్ము నిలువెల్ల దోచేసి
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 సాంద్రాన మానౌక ముంచెత్తుతున్నారు
సాంద్రాన మానౌక ముంచెత్తుతున్నారు
దిక్కుతోచని మమ్ము దరిచేర్చగా రావ
దిక్కుతోచని మమ్ము దరి చేర్చగా రావ
దిక్కుతోచని మమ్ము దరిచేర్చగా రావ
దిక్కుతోచని మమ్ము దరి చేర్చగా రావ
శ్రీనారసింహ సచ్చిదానంద
శ్రీనారసింహ సచ్చిదానంద
శ్రీనారసింహ సచ్చిదానంద
శ్రీనారసింహ సచ్చిదానంద నరసింహదేవ మము కావరావ నీ అభయహస్తాన చేయూతనీవ నరసింహదేవ మము కావరావ నీ అభయహస్తాన చేయూతనీవ
నీ అభయహస్తాన చేయూతనీవ
నీ అభయహస్తాన చేయూతనీవ
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 That bhajan glorified Lord Mahavishnu as Narasimha Avatara. And as many of you know, tomorrow is Holy Purnima in Trinidad and Tobago. What a wonderful time for the story of Srinivasa Kalyanam to remind us that when the Lord tests us, He also saves us. You are listening to the story of Srinivasa Kalyanam here on Datta Arpanam. Thank you for tuning in to this morning's Sandhya Hour of Worship, which is coming to you on 103.1 FM through the grace of Paramapujya Sri Ganapati Satchidananda Datta Ji, and thanks to the sponsorship by Ramlal Educational Institute, Debe Supermart Limited, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, and Kokie Supermart Limited.
You already heard that Lord Srinivasa said that when persons have troubles, they offer the Lord gold and money. The Lord then said that while helping persons to overcome their difficulties, these monetary offerings are what he would use to repay the loan granted by Kuber.
Hearing this, Lakshmi Devi felt bad. She asked Srinivasa if taking such money was a good thing to do.
The Lord gave an interesting reply. He said that he would give some wealth to those who pray to him, and the remaining would be given to Kuber as interest. I keep spreading and distributing energy, said the Lord.
Lakshmi Devi was curious as to why the Lord was revealing these secrets to only her. She wanted to know what her role was in all of this. And since she specifically asked the Lord this question, he replied, saying that without a second thought, Lakshmi Devi should bestow an abundance of money to devotees who think, speak, and worship him. In other words, to devotees who think, speak, and worship Lord Srinivasa.
If they are blessed with riches, said the Lord, they will keep doing good deeds. The Lord said that to such persons Lakshmi Devi should pour down money without any discretion. And listeners, see what the Lord's intention is here. If you are given wealth, use it for doing good deeds. And if you do that, wealth will continue to come to you.
Lakshmi Devi was amazed that the Lord wanted to make his devotees rich, even though he was drowning in a huge loan. She asked for a promise. She wanted the Lord to promise that if given money and riches, people would not do any bad deeds. Again, listeners, pay attention to this conversation. Goddess Lakshmi is willing to shower wealth on devotees of the Lord, but not if they do bad things.
Lord Srinivasa said that all the sins of any person worshipping him will be washed away. And because of this, there was no danger in making such persons rich.
As you give money, said the Lord to Lakshmi Devi, I will take care of them. Even if they make mistakes, I will drag them to me and will take care of them. They should keep their words and their promises. Devotees can never escape from me. Once a devotee surrenders, I will bless him or her. This is the secret of the loan taken from Kuber.
Lakshmi Devi now realized the purpose behind the secret loan and prayed to Srinivasa. Having thoroughly understood the Lord's concern for devotees and his determination to protect them from Kali Purusha, that divine mother did not return to Vaikuntha, but instead stayed on earth with Lord Srinivasa on his Vaksha Sthala or on his chest.
Datta Venkataramana Govinda.
Govinda.
Listeners, having heard that moving story, we simply must join now and offer worship to Lord Srinivasa. Please open the Bhajan Mala app or website to Bhajan ID number 1949 and join in offering this absolutely divine musical tribute.
The first charanam of this beautiful bhajan reminds us of all that we have just heard. In it, Pujya Dattaji, who composed the bhajan, says, "For the welfare of all worlds, he, meaning Lord Srinivasa, delights in many divine pastimes while sustaining the universe. He is the one who brings auspiciousness to the world, the doer of all good. Worshipping such a primordial Lord Venkatesha, I long to attain the truth of the self, or in other words, I long to attain moksha. I worship Venkateshwara, the Supreme One, the highest, who is also known as Srinivasa, the one whose body is embraced by Lakshmi."
Listeners, once again, the Bhajan ID number is 1949.
गोविन्दमिन्दीवराक्षम्
प्रवन्देय गोविन्दमिन्दीवराक्षम्
प्रवन्देय गोविन्दमिन्दीवराक्षम्
प्रवन्देय गोविन्दमिन्दीवराक्षम्
अमन्दप्रमोदस्य सन्दानमीडे
अमन्दप्रमोदस्य सन्दानमीडे
अमन्दप्रमोदस्य सन्दानमीडे
अमन्दप्रमोदस्य सन्दानमीडे
महानन्दसौन्दर्यकन्दं सुनन्दम्
महानन्दसौन्दर्यकन्दं सुनन्दम्
महानन्दसौन्दर्यकन्दं सुनन्दम्
महानन्दसौन्दर्यकन्दं सुनन्दम्
परं सच्चिदानन्दमीडे वरेण्यम्
परं सच्चिदानन्दमीडे वरेण्यम्
परं सच्चिदानन्दमीडे वरेण्यम्
परं सच्चिदानन्दमीडे वरेण्यम्
सुकल्याणलील विनोदं वहन्तम्
सुकल्याणलीला विनोदं वहन्तम्
सुकल्याणलील विनोदं वहन्तम्
सुकल्याणलीला विनोदं वहन्तम्
प्रपञ्चस्य कल्याणकर्तारमाद्यम्
प्रपञ्चस्य कल्याणकर्तारमाद्यम्
लभेयात्मतत्त्वं भजे वेङ्कटेशम्
लभेयात्मतत्त्वं भजे वेङ्कटेशम्
लभेयात्मतत्त्वं भजे वेङ्कटेशम्
लभेयात्मतत्त्वं भजे वेङ्कटेशम्
परं श्रीनिवासं तमीडे वरेण्यम्
परं श्रीनिवासं तमीडे वरेण्यम्
परं श्रीनिवासं तमीडे वरेण्यम्
परं श्रीनिवासं तमीडे वरेण्यम्
अनिर्वर्णनीय प्रकाश प्रसिद्धम्
अनिर्वर्णनीय प्रकाश प्रसिद्धम्
अनिर्वर्णनीय प्रकाश प्रसिद्धम्
अनिर्वर्णनीय प्रकाश प्रसिद्धम्
त्रयीमन्त्रतत्त्वेन तोष्णोयमाणम्
त्रयीमन्त्रतत्त्वेन तोष्णोयमाणम्
त्रयीमन्त्रतत्त्वेन तोष्णोयमाणम्
त्रयीमन्त्रतत्त्वेन तोष्णोयमाणम्
फलं कर्मणां सन्ददानं महिष्टम्
परं कर्मणां सन्ददानं महिष्टम्
फलं कर्मणां सन्ददानं महिष्टम्
फलं कर्मणां सन्ददानं महिष्टम्
परं श्रीनिवासं तमीडे वरेण्यम्
परं श्रीनिवासं तमीडे वरेण्यम्
परं श्रीनिवासं तमीडे वरेण्यम्
परं श्रीनिवासं तमीडे वरेण्यम्
बृहन्तं महाविष्णुपद्यासपारम्
बृहन्तं महाविष्णुमध्यासपारम्
बृहन्तं महाविष्णुपद्यासपारम्
बृहन्तं महाविष्णुमध्यासपारम्
परं वेद वेदान्त सिद्धान्त बोध्यम्
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 स्वकीयान्यभेदात्तिकं सान्द्रभानम्
स्वकीयान्यभेदातिकं सान्द्रभाणम्
स्वकीयान्यभेदात्तिकं सान्द्रभानम्
स्वकीयान्यभेदातिकं सान्द्रभाणम्
परं श्रीनिवासं तमीडे वरेण्यम्
परं श्रीनिवासं तमीडे वरेण्यम्
परं श्रीनिवासं तमीडे वरेण्यम्
परं श्रीनिवासं तमीडे वरेण्यम्
परं श्रीनिवासं तमीडे वरेण्यं
परं श्रीनिवासं तमीडे वरेण्यं
तमीडे वरेण्यं तमीडे वरेण्यं तमीडे वरेण्यं
On that divine note, everyone, today's episode of Datta Arpanam now begins to draw to an end.
Pranams and gratitude are offered at the divine feet of beloved Sadgurudeva, Paramapujya Sri Ganapati Satchidananda Datta Ji and Sri Datta Vijayananda Tirtha Swami Ji, without whose teachings, compassion, love, guidance and music, this program would not exist.
Pranams to you, Puja Sri Datta Ji and Sri Swami Ji. Kindly forgive any errors which may have been committed in preparing or in sharing today's episode of Datta Arpanam, and please guide us to avoid such errors in the future.
Special thanks are extended to the staff at 103.1 FM and to the sponsors of Datta Arpanam, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, Ramlal Educational Institute, Debe Supermart Limited, and Kokie Supermart Limited. And of course, dear listener, an extra special thank you is extended to you for sharing this devotional hour with us.
If you would like to listen to today's program again, check out the Datta Arpanam Facebook page, where later this week the YouTube link for today's episode will be shared.
Once again, everyone, thank you for tuning in today. You are invited to please tune in to 103.1 FM again next Sunday at 6 a.m. Atlantic Standard Time for another episode of Datta Arpanam, a showcase of the life, music and teachings of His Holiness Paramapujya Sri Ganapati Satchidananda Datta Ji.
Jai Guru Datta.
Shri Guru Datta. Etat phalam Shri Sadguru Charanara Vindarpanamastu. Harihi Om Tat Sat.
Teliba datta, teliba hitta, teliba datta, teliba hitta, ni teluvatta, teluvudu chitta, ni teluvatta, teluvudu chitta, teliba datta, teliba hitta, teliba datta, teliba hitta. ಹಂಸಗತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಹರಿಸುತ್ತ ಬಂದು ನನ್ನ ಮತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಲಸು ನೀನೆಂದು. ಹಂಸಗತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಹರಿಸುತ್ತ ಬಂದು ನನ್ನ ಮತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಲಸು ನೀನೆಂದು. ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದ ಗುರು ರೂಪದತ್ತ, ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದ ಗುರು ರೂಪದತ್ತ, ತೇಲಿಬಾ ದತ್ತ, ತೇಲಿಬಾ ದತ್ತ, ತೇಲಿಬಾ ದತ್ತ, ತೇಲಿಬಾ ದತ್ತ, ತೇಲಿಬಾ 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 ದತ್ತ, ತೇಲಿಬಾ 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 ದತ್ತ, ತೇಲಿಬಾ ದತ್ತ, ತೇಲಿಬಾ ಹಿತ್ತ, ತೇಲಿಬಾ ದತ್ತ, ತೇಲಿಬಾ ಹಿತ್ತ, ತೇಲಿಬಾ ದತ್ತ, ತೇಲಿಬಾ ಹಿತ್ತ. ಓಂ ಶಾಂತಿ ಶಾಂತಿ ಶಾಂತಿ. ಹರಿ ಓಂ ತತ್ಸತ್.